Hello, my Chaos Chameleons. It's your boy, Zeonic Blader, and what? What the heck is this? Is this a Beyblade video? What? We haven't done that in like months or something. But anyways, I'm going to be doing you guys a double unboxing of two Switch Strike Beyblades. I believe these are both a Wave 4, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't done any research in a long time. But we got Regulus R3 and Kanox C3. Now, I've already done a competitive review of Kanox C3, so I guess we'll go through this guy first. Yes, this is part of the Evolution line. They still sell Kanox C3 in the stores, at least in Canada. And we just gotta check out this. You can see from the gimmick is the ball bearing rotation kind of thing. The performance tip. I don't know if they still call it performance tip. Yeah, they do. They still call it performance tips. This is a really good part, as well as Kanox C3. Like, this is probably one of the better Beyblades to get in the box. But anyways, let's open this bad boy up. Now, yeah, these things are pretty much falling apart because I've had these for so long. I actually got this from Amazon Canada for really cheap, like $11, and these things go for like what, $17.99. Now we got the ripcord, better than the older ripcords from Hasbro, but still, I mean, not that good. And we got the launcher as well. I have a collection of all these launchers. I'm gonna make a giant sword out of it. But next we got to the main parts over here are the actual Beyblade parts. Now, this is probably the best part that comes with this entire set. And this is a pretty good set as well. Like, this thing is like one of the top performing stamina type performance tips ever. Like in the World Championship, this was used in the winning combination as well. So, the Kanox C3 is the only way to get this part, so if you can find it, get it. And maybe get more than one of them so you can play around and test different combinations. But yeah, this is a really, really good part, and what makes this set a must-have for everyone who wants to play Beyblade competently. And next we have the Forge Disc. There we go. This part's called the Forge Disc in the Energy Ring. I'm not sure, I forgot. We have, what part is this? This is, I think, 4, and I think this part is Flow. 4 and Flow. Flow was used in some attack combinations, but nowadays no one really uses Flow. And then we have 4. 4, I think, is like the, like, pretty much you can use Flow in anything, but other things outclass Flow, like 0 and 7 and all those kind of parts. But I mean, it's still not too bad to have as a part in your collection. Now, finally, the main attraction is the actual Kanox C3 lair. Now, yep, I think this is pretty similar to what it was in the Takara Tomy version. I really like how it looks. I mean, it's like one of the top tier stamina types. I think this is like the best stamina type lair, aside from Garuda. And oh yeah, Garuda's unbanned, so gonna have to look into which is the best one. But this is a really good part, and now to put it together, you just gotta do the simple bang. Now, out of the box, Kanox C3 is a really formidable Beyblade, just straight out of the box. It has some really great stamina, and it can take a few hits. So, yes, Kanox C3 is one of the best stamina Beyblades ever, and from the box you get two amazing top-tier parts, and you get a solid disc frame for your attack Beyblades, and an okay disc for pretty much anything. But yeah, if you find these in the wild, definitely pick them up. As far as I know, Beyblade Burst Turbo hasn't really brought anything to the playing field, at least for Hasbro specifically, that can really rival against the Evolution Switch Strike line. So, anyways, this is a must-buy. And now let's take a look at the next Beyblade, Regulus R3. Now, Regulus R3 is known for being one of the worst Beyblades out there, at least for the Evolution Switch Strike line. Now, even though it has this sort of reputation, I pretty much just picked it up for collection purposes. And if you see this in the wild too, I think it's a bit more rare now because it's a bit older. But if you do see this, and I mean, it's okay for a collection. Not really anything you want to use competitively, but I mean, still. Let's open this thing up. This thing has been falling apart as well because I had this for so long and I actually stepped on it, and you know, it's a big whole mess with these things. Now, take out the launcher. Now we have this performance tip. Very interesting indeed. It has a gear on it, and it kind of pushes in like this, kind of like the part that comes with a Fafnir F3. But I think this is more of an attack type. Let me double check. This is a balance type, so I guess this thing is more aggressive than makes it like a balance type Beyblade. But I don't really think this thing would do well, mainly because the whole purpose for this part is to be a gimmick, and usually gimmick parts don't really do well. Next we have 5. That's pretty interesting. I don't think I heard 5 being used any well. There's some... Oh, a really interesting thing about 5 are to use holes. I think that's for like airflow and everything, but in the end of the day, it doesn't really do much. And we have... what part does this come with? This is Star. It is not really good at all. So, that's a bit disappointing. And now... we got Regulus. Oops. Now we got Regulus. I'm really digging the colors for this guy. This guy actually just got a re-release in the Switch Strike Turbo line as a red one. But yeah, there's a lot of edges here. You know, I think the big problem with this guy is it gets a lot of recoil just from all these edges and whatnot. And I haven't really heard any good things of it. But let's take a look at this guy all put together. Now, having this Beyblade put together makes it look, you know, like a full piece. You know, all these pieces put together, it seems really natural for this Beyblade to look like that. Unfortunately, all these parts aren't that good, and this is probably why this Beyblade has a reputation of being one of the worst Switch Strike Beyblades, or pretty much burst Evolution Beyblades in general. But anyways, that is the unboxing of Regulus R3 and Kanox C3. Now I really want to do a test battle between these two Beyblades, and before I do that, just a reminder that just because this is a test battle, that does not kind of show their abilities, because this is their stock parts. Well, I guess that's not really fair, because Kanox C3 out of the box is really good, but I guess we can see how these two will fare against each other in a tournament where there's only stock parts allowed. So it really isn't that much of a surprise that Kanox C3 won. I mean, Kanox C3 is one of those Beyblades where straight out of the box, they're a real contender. And overall, if you find Kanox C3 in the wild, absolutely pick it up. Even if you already have one, having multiples is really good, just in case of wear and tear and all that. And it allows you to do some combination testing as well. And since Kanox C3, its Switch Strike starter set seems to be the only way to get it, this is definitely a must-have if you ever see it. As for Regulus R3, there's some interesting parts with it. The gimmick is kind of cool to look at. Didn't really see it do anything in the actual battle. Its frame disc isn't that good. Its disc isn't that good as well. There's better options to use. And the Regulus R3 layer, I mean, it looks cool. But if you have to get a Regulus R3, get the Wave 6 version of it, because that thing is red and it looks really good. But anyways, this has been Zeonic Blader, and I will see you next time. And be sure to subscribe, or don't subscribe. I mean, I'm not your boss, so you can do whatever you want. So catch you later.